very, very hard-fought win that, and probably got lucky on on a few occasions there. Do I give a jot though? No. Weirdly, I had a kind of not a negative feeling, but a gut suspicion about tonight that we would get beat, because I felt like Luton's physicality would prove to be too much for us. And to be fair, in large parts, although I think we did dig in deep when we really had to really well, they still caused us a lot of problems because they were bombarding us with aerial threats, they were putting crosses into the box, they were winning a lot of second balls, they were a very, very physical team, and probably, for me, with the exception of Leeds, the hardest team we have come up against this season. How Luton are not nearer the top six, I have no idea based on that performance, because I thought they played really well actually, and we were probably fortunate to come away with 3 points. But that's the sort of look, I'm definitely not. Look, like I keep saying, it's still way too early to determine if we are going to go up. But if you are going to go up, especially automatically, if we're really in that conversation, then games like that, you need to try and grind out a result even. I would have took a point tonight, given the fact we won at Hull, because I felt like Luton would be a really, really difficult team. And I think it proved to be that. No. Based on the first half, I missed the first 7 minutes I was coming into the bar from work. But from what I did see, Luton just bombarded our box over and over and over again. And while I think we won the last-ditch aerial duels in general really well, Luton had the right amount of pace, intensity, aggression. They really suffocated us and made it very difficult, actually. And I think that I was saying that to the lads in the pub when I was watching it, that we needed to get to half-time, really. And when we got to near half-time, to be fair, the linesman has had an absolute shocker there, because from the set piece, Carlton Morris at the back post, once the header goes to him, taps it into the back of the net, and to me, unless I'm watching something different to everybody else, I think he's onside, clear as day. So, like I've said before, I will hold my hands up and admit that, and to Luton fans watching, we got lucky there. We got very, very lucky there. I think that, as I said before, we don't often tend to get much luck, and we've got luck in back-to-back games. I do think we need to obviously play a lot better than that against Oxford, but I am aware that Luton presents its own type of challenges, especially at Kenilworth Road, where, yes, okay, they've not started great, but I mark my words, Luton are not a bad team. They're probably the most underachieving side in the Championship at the minute. They've got some really good quality. The majority of their core from the Premier League last year are still there, and they've obviously got players that can hurt anyone when they perform, when they're at it. And I think Luton are the best team aside from Leeds that we have played, and probably in a different way than what you might think. Leeds for me are technically the best side by a distance I've watched us played, but Luton in terms of aggression and physicality, and don't get me wrong, Luton still have quality players because they're a relegated side. They're going to have quality at this level, but they really suffocate you and make it very hard for you to try, because there were a couple of times we tried to play out from the back and we got lucky on a couple of occasions that actually there was one occasion where I think 09 passed it to Pato, and Pato tried to take a touch too many and was probably lucky. I think it was Morris who got the ball eventually from this and put it just over the bar. We were lucky there that Luton didn't score that. And Luton had their chances even in the second half. There was a good set piece at the end, when, or maybe in the 85th or like towards the 90th minute, where a corner comes into the box, and I can't remember who it is has the shot, but pretty much from just outside the 6-yard box, he shoots it way over. Luton, if they play like that, will be absolutely fine. But as for Sunderland, it sounds like I'm blowing smoke up Luton's backside, but honestly, I think Luton were really, really good tonight. But that's a testament to how good a win that actually is. Because I think if I was to assess the goals, look, did we deserve to be in front when we got in front? I didn't think we did. But to be fair, we held our own and we managed to really hope. We managed to hold. There's Moises messages coming over on my phone. I'm getting distracted. But we managed to hold our own really well, and that gives us the platform in games like that to be able to go and take the lead. Chris Rigg, who I thought should have came off. I said at half time I'd have taken him off because I didn't think it was his type of game. He managed to dummy and shin one player, do another one, and then slots in a really good finish for his third goal of the season, I believe. And then obviously the goal that we conceded wasn't exactly greatly defended, but again, it's the sort of aerial bombardment and set pieces that Luton are really good at. Adebayo was pretty much on marks, and I wasn't impressed with defending for the goal, but I am aware again Luton have got the quality to do that. But then Mundle, to be fair, that's a classic example of the model in action, really, where we sell Jack Clark, or Jack who rather, for 20 odd million, and we end up getting Mundle 6 months earlier for 2 million, and he's got 5 goal contributions in 9 games, because obviously Clark started the first 2 games against Cardiff and Sheff Wed. But really good finish. But I will say this, why Luton let him have a shot like that, I have absolutely no idea. But again, I'm not going to complain at all. It's a goal arguably worthy of winning any game, and it's a great. And that was a massive test of our character tonight. Obviously, we've shown this season so far that we can grind out results when we need to, but that was a different level of grinding out to what, say, Hull was, or say Cardiff was, or say Pompey was in some ways. And to be fair, look, 6 points from these 2 games, I'd have snapped your hand off for 4. Look, again, like I keep on saying, long way to go yet, but that's a big, big win. That's a massive, massive win. And I think, look, whether we will be at the levels at it on Saturday, because I think tonight will have took a lot out of us, actually. But either way, you can't knock it. A 2-1 win away, a relegated side. Yes, they're underperforming. Yes, they're not where they should be, but it's still a really, really good team, mark my words. I'd be astonished if Luton aren't challenging for the playoffs later on in the season, at least. But yeah, safe journey back to everyone who went. And yeah, I think it was a big tick in the box for our test of character, and we came through it with flying colours. On to Oxford at the weekend. Let's just see if we can keep getting as many points as possible and see where it takes us. Anyway, guys, if you're not watching the video and you're not a regular subscriber, hit the subscribe button if you think I've earned it from you. Like, share the video around, that'd be great. And yeah, trying to get to 6k subscribers. Wouldn't that be class if it was a season where we did end up getting promoted and I get over 6k, maybe even more, who knows. But anyway, take care, you lovely lot, and see us all on Saturday for the Oxford game. Stay safe, and how are the lads? Get in, come on.